Hey there guys, and welcome to a video dedicated to routing in the Ice Palace in A Link to the Past Randomizer, version 27. So, we're starting out here because this is pretty much where the route discrepancies are going to begin. There is some stuff that you have to do earlier in the dungeon, of course. This video will not cover the Ice Palace bomb jump. I'm going to cover a couple of bomb jumps within the Ice Palace, but those will not be the Ice Palace bomb jump. So this already assumes that you've gotten the first chest with the 6 penguins, you've gotten this chest, and you do not have a small key. So if you had a small key, what you would want to do, if you got a small key out of this chest, you would go upstairs to that 4-way room, and you would go right. If you had gotten a small key out of the first chest with the 6 penguins, you would have gone right and skipped this chest. But this is assuming the seemingly more likely scenario these days of not having a small key at all. So if you have boots, there is a pretty easy lineup for this bomb jump. If you just bonk into this wall, you are on the correct Y pixel, and all you need to do is line up Link somewhere along this plane. So the visual cue I use is you want, also shoutouts to TGH for this, you want the line right here to pretty much go right in between Link's legs, and that's where you drop the bomb, and then once you drop the bomb, you just kind of move over to the right a little bit, and there you go. If you end up too far to the left on it, it will actually just push you over here. So it's not actually that scary of a bomb jump. You can fail it, but it's relatively lenient. It doesn't happen most of the time. And you should learn what kind of setups look like they're going to fail. If you do not have boots and you can't bonk, I try and look for this blue pixel right here. Like, there's a blue pixel in between the top of this triangle and the bottom of Link's shadow, and I look for that to know that this is the correct kind of setup. And with that, we skip. If you aren't comfortable with this bomb jump, you can go upstairs, back to that 4-way intersection, go north, and then drop down in the room with the breakaway tiles, but it is slower and more screen transitions. So, now we're in this room. In this room, if you have Hookshot, you just do this, and you're good to go. If you do not have Hookshot, well, first of all, you kind of want to get these guys out of the way. Usually the RNG isn't this bad as far as these guys being in the way. You could probably ignore those guys, but I don't want to, just because I don't want to have to reset for this tutorial. So, another bomb jump. What you want to do is you want to line up over as far left here as you can. You want to get in a position, get in a position where you are on the farthest south Y pixel that you can be before Link falls off. So this is a fairly precise bomb jump, but it's not a difficult one per se. It's just pretty precise. So as you can see, the triangle is completely covered up by Link's shadow, and that means you're on the right pixel. You drop the bomb here, just kind of move a little bit to the right, just by a couple pixels, a little bit more than that, actually. Come on now. There we go. Okay, a little farther right than that. There we go. And you'll just bomb jump right across there. So, one more time. There we go. So, yeah, it's like pretty lenient as far as how far to the right you move. Just move far enough, basically. That one I definitely do by feel more than anything. So from here, come up here, And you can definitely see why having a small key would be the faster way of doing things. So from here, if you have Hookshot, you would Hookshot across here. Let's assume you don't have Hookshot for now. And do this. So this is pretty standard fare right now. There's a little, there's a heart there if you need it. And then grab this. Of course, this is the vanilla game, so things are not going to be exactly this layout. Alright. And actually, this is interesting. I don't get to show off the faster strat because I need... Or actually, I'm not sure what is in this chest in the vanilla game. Which is funny. But, alright, a small key. Perfect. So, let's assume at this point you still have another item that you need, a non-dungeon item, and you have 2 keys at this point. This is by far... This is something that definitely blew my mind when I learned it, that you could route this way. Because up until this point, I was always going around. So from here, you can actually sneak in here, get a little heart if you're low on health. So fall into the right here. You should avoid the fire bar. You can dash down. Now the reason you needed those 2 small keys is because you need to open this door. And this is the aptly known FU chest that is, like, impossible to route in ever. Before I knew about this route, I was always falling down up to the north and then walking, like, dropping down to the cold stair, you know, around where cold stair is by the switch, then walking upstairs around through this room to the right here and getting here and then going back. But this is significantly faster if you have the keys for it. So once you do this, now here is something that I literally learned like this morning. And the only reason I'm confident making a video about it is because it's so free. It's like amazingly free. I had no idea it existed. So if you have Hookshot, this is the strat. You fall down here, and you use the Hookshot glitch to go through here and open up the chest. For those of you who don't know how the Hookshot glitch works, all you need to do is press the Y button while the block is in the middle of being pushed, because while it's in that state, the game kind of thinks it doesn't exist. Also, this is a nice little soft lock. But let's assume you don't have Hookshot. Now, this is the jump that always scared me, because assuming the FU chest has the big key, this is a required bomb jump. And up until literally this morning, I thought, you know, you had to, like, line yourself up, you know, you had to put a bomb here and line yourself up, like, all the way on the edge or whatever and do this, and it was really precise and scary because you could easily, like, just accidentally fall in. Well, there's a much easier way. All you need to do is get yourself wedged in the doorway and then just hold straight up, and you're good. Like, it's actually the freest bomb jump on Earth. Do this, and you're good. Like, 100% consistent. Like, just get yourself a little in the doorway so that, you know, so that you're lined up perfectly this way. Just go all the way up to the top, drop a bomb, and you are free to go. And then, this is, if you don't have Hookshot, you have to use the vanilla way. Just drop down and you're good. So, yeah, that is pretty much all of the possible routing permutations for Ice Palace. Then from this point on, you just go down, and because you Ice Palace bomb jumped, that's that. So that's pretty much everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will try and answer them as quickly as I can. hopefully this video was helpful to some people. I know Ice Palace was a dungeon I absolutely just despised for the longest time. So, so anything I can do to help people despise this dungeon a little less than I did when I started is good. So, that's gonna do it today. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.